Good morning students, welcome back to my channel. In this video I am going to tell you about the electric dipole concept. What is the meaning of this word dipole means? It is the combination of two words, that is di and pole. Di means two, pole means polarities or charges. Therefore, an electric dipole means a system containing two equal and opposite charges separated by a small distance. See, for example, minus q is one charge, plus q is the other charge, which is having same magnitude as that of this minus q. Now, let their center be some O. This charge minus q is at a distance of some small a from the center. Similarly, this plus q is also at the same distance, small a. Therefore, the total distance between two charges in an electric dipole will be taken as 2a or 2x or 2r and so on. See here. So, what is electric dipole? The system containing two equal and opposite charges separated by a small distance. Otherwise, a pair of equal and opposite charges separated by a small distance is said to form an electric dipole. Okay. Say, an imaginary line which passes through both the charges and the center of the electric dipoles. So actually the distance between these two charges is said to be dipole length. It is said to be dipole length. So it is said to be the dipole axis. An imaginary line which passes through the center of the electric dipole along its length or dipole axis is said to be the axial line. Similarly, an imaginary line which passes through the center of the electric dipole and perpendicular to the dipole length is said to be equatorial line. Like this. Two equal and opposite charges separated by a small distance is said to form an electric dipole. An imaginary line which passes through the center of the electric dipole along its axis, along its length is said to be axial line. Similarly, an imaginary line which passes through the center of the electric dipole perpendicular to its length or dipole axis is said to be equatorial line. If you consider any point on this axial line, the position of that point is said to be end-on position. End-on position. Similarly, if you consider any point in this equatorial line, on this equatorial line means that the position is said to be broad side-on position. So like this we will give few notations. Two equal and opposite charges separated by a small distance is said to be an electric dipole. So this is axial line, it is an equatorial line. Okay. So apart from this, one more concept will arise here, that is dipole moment. That is electric dipole moment. It is denoted by the letter small p, which is a vector quantity. See, how can we define this electric dipole moment? Means the product of magnitude of any one of the charge forming this electric dipole and the dipole length or the distance between two charges in the electric dipole. The product of magnitude of any one of the charge forming the electric dipole and the dipole length or the distance between two charges is said to be the electric dipole moment. So it is a purely vector quantity. So if it is a vector, then among q and 2a, which is the vector one? Since this 2a is a small length, usually the small length is taken as a vector quantity. In some textbooks, so they used to write p vector is equal to q into 2a times some p vector, where p vector is the unit vector in the direction of small p vector. Like that also we can write. Otherwise, so this is better to write p is equal to q into 2a vector. P vector is equal to q into 2a vector. What is its SI unit? Its SI unit is q is, for q the SI unit is coulomb, For 2A, since it is length, its SI unit is meter. Therefore, coulomb meter is the SI unit for electric dipole moment. Okay. What is the direction of electric dipole moment? We know that a vector is a quantity, so which gives us both magnitude and direction. Its magnitude is given by q into 2A. But what is its direction? Simple the direction of electric dipole moment is always from minus q to plus q. Okay, fine. Next, what is the dimensional formula for this? Dimensional formula for electric dipole moment is, for coulomb we used to write AT, for meter we used to write L. Therefore, ATL. Otherwise, A power 1, T power 1, N power 1. So, apart from this, one practical unit is there. Practical unit for electric dipole moment is dBi. dBi is the name of the person. Okay. 1 dBi is equal to 3.33 into 10 power minus 30 coulomb meter. So keep it in your mind. 1 dBi is equal to 3.33 into 10 power minus 30 coulomb meter. Electric dipole moment means the product of magnitude of any one of the charge forming electric dipole and the distance between two charges. Otherwise, the dipole length. Okay, fine. Next, let us come to one derivation. So, in which I am going to show the value of electric intensity at a point and the axial line of this electric dipole. So, very important derivation for 5 mark. Derive an expression for electric intensity at a point on the axial line of an electric dipole. Now you are in a position to answer my question. What is electric dipole? Electric dipole is a system containing two equal and opposite charges separated by a small distance. What is an axial line? It is an imaginary line which passes through both the charges forming electric dipole and on its center. Okay, see. For example, minus q plus q are the two charges. They are separated by a distance of AA, that is 2A. From center to plus q, let O be the center of the dipole. From center to plus q, small a. From center to minus q, small a. Totally 2A. The direction of electric dipole moment is from negative charge to positive charge. Now, this imaginary line is called axial line. Now, I am going to consider one point over here, that is some point P at a distance of R, some small r, from the center of the electric dipole. Okay. Since this dipole consists of two charges, two equal and opposite charges, the net charge of this system will be 0 according to the concept of additivity. But the net field can never be 0 because of this small separation. Okay. At this point P, I will mark these points as some A and B. Now, at point P, we can expect how many electric fields? Two electric fields because of the presence of two electric charges. See, here is a positive charge at some point capital B. Therefore, the direction of electric field at P due to this plus Q is outwards, and I will denote it as EB vector. Similarly, due to this negative charge at capital A, there is one electric field which is towards this negative charge. Hence I will mark it as EA vector. What is the angle between EA vector and EB vector? That is 180 degree. Okay. First step you have to write in this derivation is electric intensity at P due to the charge minus Q at A is EA is equal to, in the last class we have derived an expression for electric intensity at a point due to a point charge, which is given by EA is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q divided by R square. But here I will write QA. A charge Q. We have to consider only the magnitude as according to the Coulomb's law. Okay. Divided by A to P, the distance is R plus A. Therefore, R plus A whole square. What is its direction? It is along P to A. It is along PA. Similarly, the electric intensity at P due to the charge at capital B, that is due to the charge plus Q, is given by EB. No need to write the sentence again. Similarly, EB is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into QB divided by. So, what is the distance between B and P? That is R minus A. R minus A whole square. So, the direction of this electric field is from B to P along BP. What is the magnitude of the charge at A? Q. Therefore, if you write a small q, so it is enough. So, here also, at B also we have a charge small q. Therefore, no need to write QA and QB. Since EA and EB are the vectors, it is our responsibility to take the resultant of these two vectors. Resultant of EA and EB is according to parallelogram law of vector addition. So we know that R is equal to square root of P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. In that equation, if you put 180 degree means what results? R is equal to P minus Q or Q minus P. So that is difference between the magnitudes of two fields. So are two vectors. Similarly here, among EA and EB, which is more? The magnitude of EB is more because this charge is nearer to this point P. This distance is less. Less is the distance, more will be the field because of this inversely proportionality. Therefore, resultant of EA and EB is given by E is equal to EB minus EA because EB is greater than EA. That is because R minus A is less than R plus A. Okay. Now, EB minus EA. What is common in EB and EA? What we can take common? That is Q by 4 pi epsilon naught. We can take it out. Next, inside the bracket what comes? 1 divided by R minus A whole square plus 1 divided by R plus A whole square. Next, further simplification gives you Q divided by 4 pi epsilon naught. Cross multiplication R plus A whole square plus R minus A whole square divided by R minus A into R plus A whole square. Okay, fine. Next, on further simplification, what we can get? Q divided by 4 pi epsilon naught. On simplification, it gives us 4RA because it is R square plus A square plus 2RA. So this is, okay, sorry, here minus sign will come. This is R square plus A square minus 2RA. Minus of minus 2RA is 4RA, therefore 4RA. It is of the form A minus B into A plus B. Therefore it is A square minus B square like that. Therefore R square minus A square whole square. Okay. In the next step, I will write this 4 as 2 into 2. I will tell you why I am going to write it like that. So 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2r into q into 2a. Like that we can write it. See, I have split that 4 into 2 and 2 divided by r square minus a square whole square. In the next step, we can write q into 2a as small p, that is electric dipole moment. Therefore, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into 2 pr divided by r square minus a square whole square. So this is the expression for electric intensity at a point on the axial line of any electric dipole. So here, because small p is equal to q into 2a, I have just replaced that q into 2a by small p and 2r. Okay. In vector form, E vector, E axial vector is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2 p r divided by r square minus a square whole square. This is for an ordinary dipole. Suppose if the given dipole is a short dipole. For a short dipole means that distance to A is very less. Therefore, E becomes negligible when compared to this small r. For a short dipole, A is very much less than R, or R is very much greater than A. Therefore, R square minus A square becomes approximately equal to R square. Therefore, E axial will become 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2 pr divided by, in place of r square minus a square, we can write r square. R square times square, r to the power 4. On cancellation, it gives us 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2p divided by r cube. Similarly, in vector form, we can write E axial vector is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2p divided by r cube. And this is the final expression, final equation. So like this, we have to derive an expression for electric intensity at a point on the axial line of an electric dipole. So let me tell you once again. An electric dipole is a system containing two equal and opposite charges separated by a small distance. Here, it is an electric dipole. In the question itself, they have given, we have to derive the expression for electric intensity. So due to that electric dipole on that axial line like that. So in the same way, I have wrote one electric dipole. I have marked one point on the axial line. I have given the name as P. At P we can expect two electric fields, one due to positive charge, another one due to negative charge. So therefore, the field due to negative charge is inwards, field due to the positive charge is outwards, and I have wrote them as EA and EB. Electric intensity at P due to the charge minus Q at A is A ಹತ್ರ ಇರುವಂತ ಮೈನಸ್ ಕ್ಯೂ ಅನ್ನುವಂತ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇಂದ ಎಷ್ಟು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ. What is the direction? It is inwards. Therefore, starting from P to ending at A. Therefore, along PA. Similarly, EB. Since it is a positive charge, the direction of electric field will be outwards, starting from B, moving towards P. Therefore, along BP. Angle between EA and EB is 180 degree. Therefore, the resultant will be given by EB minus EA. So, why it is EB minus EA means EB is greater than EA. How can we predict that means? See here, EB is inversely proportional to R minus A whole square. Therefore, since R minus A is less than R plus A, EB is greater than EA. Next, mathematical simplification up to here. Next, what I have wrote? 4 as 2 into 2. 2R into Q into 2A. because in place of Q into 2A, I can write small p, that is electric dipole moment. Therefore, E axial is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into 2pr divided by r square minus a square whole square. Suppose the given electric dipole is a short dipole. So then this distance 2a or a will be negligible compared to this distance smaller. Therefore, for a short dipole, a is very much less than r. Therefore, r square minus a square is approximately equal to r square. Therefore, the equation takes the form E axial is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2p divided by r cube, like that. So it is an important derivation. Practice it. It will be asked for 5 marks. Okay. Thanks for watching. In the next class, let us discuss the expression for electric intensity on the equatorial line of an electric dipole. Thank you.